exclusive as we celebrate Pride Month. Singer David Archuleta found fame on American Idol. Well, he's opening up now about his struggle to come out, and he spoke with our Steve Olsensami, who joined us now. Steve, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, TJ. What a kind spirit this young man is. He still even has the car that he won on the TV show all those years ago, and he has fans across the world. David Archuleta is sharing his truth this morning about his sexuality, his faith, and where the two meet.
We've been down that road before, but that's over now.
He grew up a real American Idol, singing his way into the hearts of young girls and grown women too. And no matter how anyone feels about what he wants to share here this morning, David Archuleta says he is still a man of faith and a child of God. Do you feel now that the weight has been lifted off of your shoulders?
Yeah, there's so much relief to not feel like you have to hide a part of yourself, like a secret.
Like, how would you describe your sexual orientation?
I'd say that I don't know, I guess, some form of being bisexual, because I'm still attracted to both, whether I want to or not.
We sat down with him, and it got very personal at City Winery in Nashville, where he now lives, a venue where he's performed before. Have you dated a guy at this point?
I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Okay. No boyfriend?
No.
No guy?
In my post, I mentioned I still believe in saving myself for marriage.
It was this post on Instagram where the now 30-year-old devout Mormon decided to tell the world that I came out in 2014 as gay to my family, but then I had similar feelings for both genders, and that he identified on a spectrum of bisexual. He had just broken up with a girlfriend. He wrote that he's sharing this to help Christians like himself who are wrestling to follow their beliefs that are so important to them. Did you pray over this?
Yeah, I've prayed. I was praying like, God, you can do all things. You are a God of miracles, and I know you allowed the blind to see, and you rose the dead to rise again. So I would say, please take these feelings away from me, because I don't want to feel things I shouldn't. I don't want to feel things that would be wrong. And so that's been the process. I've had to learn how to love myself, even when I don't understand why I am the way I am, but to learn that that's how God has created me. And I have to discover that. And there's so many millions of other people who've gone through the same thing as me, where they've tried to change who they are. Archuleta became a teenage star after placing second during the 7th season of American Idol in 2008.
Tell me, where are you with your music? What are you working on?
Last year I released an album during quarantine, and then I'm releasing a children's book as well, which I'm so excited about. It's called My Little Prayer, and it comes out in the fall of this year.
He says he's shared his truth with a few leaders in the Mormon church and has not felt rejected. As a Mormon, he completed his missionary service in 2012 in South America, and that is where he was when he said to himself the words. He says he still believes in chastity, but isn't sure whether he's waiting to save himself for marriage to a man or a woman. He is a super sensitive guy who could be a lot easier on himself, and he says he is celebrating Pride this month, TJ, his way. TJ.
Right, Steve Olsensami, thank you for that. We want folks to know you can see more of Steve's interview with David Archuleta tonight on Nightline. Robin.